So yeah, yesterday the Grizzlies played the Timberwolves, and man, it was one hell of a game. A lot of back and forth action, but ultimately the Timberwolves pulled away. And this was surprising to me because I really had the Grizzlies winning this series, but at least winning game 1 and 2, the home games. But when the Grizzlies game today, it really raised a lot of problems and questions about the Timberwolves and the Grizzlies especially, but more so the Grizzlies and their defensive scheme. So starting here, let's go to the first play I noticed. So if we look right here, this is off an inbound and everything is looking pretty normal. You know what? Dylan Brooks got his man, Desmond Bain, Jaren's chilling, but we do have Pat Bev right here who is seemingly open. And Cat has the ball guarded by Steven Adams. Now this is a quick thing that I need to point out that is really affecting Steven Adams. Is just his ability to keep up with Cat. This game he dropped 0 points, only had 3 boards. I mean, he's one of the better rebounders in the league, I would say at least. So it was his performance today was really poor. And let's just see what happens here. So Cat gets the ball, Steven Adams guards him on the perimeter. See this? Obviously, Steven Adams is trying his best just to stick up with Cat, just trying to stay as close as possible. This is sus. And right there, we see Cat just able to blow by Steven Adams, and thus Jaren Jackson Jr. has to leave his man and play help defense, as well as there's that, thing about gravity. Cat has a lot of gravity. You can just see him attracting Ja Morant and Desmond Bain right here because he's driving to the paint, and this leaves your boy right here open, and yeah, he can easily just very well pass the deal, but he decides to take it all the way. Cat is one of the one of the greatest finishers in the league right now, and he is just able to completely exploit Steven Adams right there, coming back from the start. And that's the problem, right? Because Steven Adams, he's slow, and he really has to make a choice here to, guard him up close and tight, because Cat's a good shooter. I think he's won the 3-point contest, I'm pretty sure, if I believe that is correct. But yeah, it's like you give him, it's the classic example of, you stick up too tight to him, and Cat's just a quicker player. Steven Adams is slow, so he gets just blown by right here. And then, that of course has the onset of, having to drag your teammates into the mix, open enemies. And he shot really well this series, man. Not the series, this game. Like, he had some big shots. That's going to be really scary going forward for the Grizzlies. But yeah, man, that's one example of Steven Adams just getting completely burnt at the start of the game. Now, we have a play here where, again, Steven Adams is getting completely lost in the sauce. As Chris Move would say, give this guy a map. He does not know what he's doing right here. Now, to just start off the play, we are coming off, just half court right here, and everything is normal so far. Once, defense is set up pretty well. I'm not sure what Dylan Brooks is doing here, but yeah. So, this boy got the ball, and is getting guarded up by Desmond Bain. Cat sets a good screen. Cat is one of the better screeners in the league. To create, of course, by creating a pick, he can create a mismatch here. Damn, he just that guy is like bronze pick dodger, man. He just gets completely ousted. So our boy Anthony Edwards has, drawn a bit of a double. I don't even know what the fuck triple team this is, because I'd be scared of him too. But yeah, this is clearly a bad situation right now because Dylan Brooks is trying to help out Anthony Edwards. He's not trying to help him, but he's trying to help defend him. This is leaving Pat Beverly open. He's not open, but giving him a lot of space. That's also not a good thing. I mean, he might not be Steph Curry, but he can space the floor pretty well. And
so I am
Steven Adams is a
confusion.
bit confused. He doesn't know if Ja Morant wants to go back to his man. So that's like the whole thing about defensive communication. That's where chemistry plays a big part in the defense and making decisions like this. So of course we can just see a bit of confusion here from the defense. So clearly they made a decision. Karl Anthony Towns gets the ball back. Steven Adams is gonna switch back onto him again. Pat Bev is still open here. Now he's wide open. But it seems like Cat wants to try taking it in or try making a play for himself. Steven Adams, you know, this is the problem. He's too, again, he just doesn't know whether he wants to, like in the first example, it's like, you know, you give a Cat some space, you know, he can definitely pop it. But he's clearly now, Steven Adams, he recognized that he's too slow. He's going to get blown by if he gets too close to Cat. And as a result, he's sticking more to the paint. He's trying to give him some breathing room. But Cat does not care. This guy, he's just going to take it to the rim. And this is just an example of bad footwork from Steven Adams right here. Because he's a slow player, all right? And let me show you how. So we just noticed how Steven Adams completely got bodied. And this guy is like, this guy's not like some midget. He's like 7 foot or whatever. This guy, he's one of the strongest players in the league. And there is a reason though. And he's definitely stronger than Cat. I at least think so. But the thing here is just that he is just slow off the dribble. Like when Cat's driving in, his foot right here, as you can see, Cat actually kind of, you know, pushes him sideways because with the center of gravity, it's like if you were to like push him like head forward, you know, straight forward, of course he wouldn't be falling down. But since Steven Adams is too slow and he's in an awkward position, he just gets completely embarrassed and Cat gets the easy end one. Alright, after that bad play from Steven Adams, we just need to see a Ja Morant highlight, so here it is. Ooh, that was a nice shot. Next play we have is an Anthony Edwards play right here, and so far the defense seems, you know, pretty normal, not too ordinary, out of the ordinary. As we see, you know, defense was looking normal, and now D'Lo is chilling on the perimeter. But there's that whole concept of gravity, and while Anthony Edwards is pushing in, man, he's already attracting Desmond Bane off of D'Lo. So already, he could literally just pass out to D'Lo right here, and he could get a really good shot, because D'Lo, you know what? At the start of the season, he was really inconsistent. There were questions about his efficiency. He's on a pretty bad contract as well. He was playing well in Brooklyn, but yeah, the second half of the season, especially since the break, man, D'Lo has been playing really good. So props to him. But Anthony Edwards again, he has the entire defense just shook on him. 4 players right here, guy open, and he takes it in for the and one. Anthony Edwards, great play, good finisher. And you know what? Just that gravity that he provides. The Grizzlies don't really have an answer for that. Or at least they didn't have this game. That was a big problem for them. Anthony Edwards went out and scored like 36 points. And he's young as hell. You know, he doesn't have any playoff experience. And man, he's just going crazy. Now, there are, you know, a lot of good big men that can play make. That's kind of becoming the new meta, I would say. Meta, I don't know why I use that word, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know, big men are moving towards being able to facilitate more and stuff. And we're going to see Cat completely fail at that. That was sad. But you know what? Happens to the best of us, I guess. Didn't get a very good read. And man, this Memphis team is just really good off the break. Like, you give them an opportunity like what Cat just did right there, and they just completely run it up for an alley-oop. Like, man, this Memphis team is a really exciting team to watch, and this is the reason why. Now, of course, you know, we did see that bad pass from Cat, but there are examples where his playmaking can actually be pretty good. This is an example of it. So clearly he gets the mismatch. Gets Dylan Brooks on him. And how did this happen? As we can see before the play starts, alright, this is kind of some trippy shit because we can see 2 plays in each other, but yeah, so we see Cat's putting a screen on Morant, and yeah, it's giving some opportunity for Beverly right here, and the screen is good because, again, you know, Steven Adams, he is slow on his feet, he's not a good pick dodger, and this just creates a really good mismatch for Cat. Let's see what he does here. Ja Morant has to get back onto his man, and that leaves him up with Dylan Brooks. Now, Steven Adams is again confused here because he doesn't know. He knows that Dylan Brooks, he's not going to be able to necessarily handle Cat. All right, that's not an easy task to do at his height. But in the process, he's going to be leaving, you know, Pat Beverly open. And again, Pat Bev is I'd say he's a respectable shooter, to be honest. So that is another, you know, thing with Steven Adams, why, you know, He played pretty poorly tonight, and yeah, he's been allowing all these weird buckets. Again, the confusion is here. Steven Adams does not know whether he should follow Pat Bev because he is a slow guy. If he commits to Pat Beverly on the perimeter, he knows that it's gonna be take quite a while for him to get back to the paint and defend Cat if he does drive or go into the post. And if he just sits here, he's gonna leave Pat Beverly open, which is not good. He's expecting Karl Anthony Towns to want to come into the paint, so he just goes there. He's making the commitment. That as a result, he's leaving. He's giving Pat Beverly a lot of space here. I'm not sure Karl Anthony Towns necessarily sees that though. And this is just nice. Another play here where Cat, man, he's just unstoppable. There is a point, where a player just becomes so good. I've seen this take before, and it's just a player just becomes so good at basketball that literally the only thing you can do on defense is just hope they miss. Right here, some good pick and roll action with Karl Anthony Towns again. It just shows what his offensive IQ is pretty damn high. I'm not gonna lie, especially in this series. So got your boy handling the ball here. Steven Adams staring at him like an NPC, and Cat gets the mismatch that he wants. Steven Adams is lost in the sauce, man. I don't even know what he's going through his brain. And he desperately, like I said, man, Steven Adams is just so damn slow that by the time Cat receives the ball, Steven Adams is scrambling, and as a result, gotta get help defense from him, leaving Anthony Edwards wide open. But Cat, man, he's just, and not even him, three guys, Torian Prince, this guy here, I don't know his name, I'm so sorry. I'm a casual, but look at him go, man. Cat is he was just unstoppable this game. Another play here where Steven Adams just gets lost in the sauce again. Sometimes I just feel bad watching this. God damn, bro. They got the Timberwolves gotta just keep exploiting this shit. I mean, it's not the Timberwolves, sorry. The Grizzlies gotta figure out what they're gonna have to do with Steven Adams getting beat up like this. The last thing I want to show here, and just kind of a big thing about the Timberwolves overall, is just their team culture. Watch this. Oh, look at that hustle, man. It's when you watch your teammates do that shit in the fourth quarter with 1 minute left, it's just really inspiring, especially if you played basketball before and you just see stuff like this. Pat Beverly is just such a trendsetter in terms of team culture. Overall, game one was super entertaining. And even though the Wolves won, it was still a good fight from the Grizzlies, who showed a lot of effort, which leaves me very excited for the second game of the series. And remember, this is only game one, so things are very subject to change. But so far, the questions of Anthony Edwards, like I said, he just dropped 40 on them, and he's been going crazy, especially with the three-point shot this game. Now, who knows if he'll continue the same this series, but in game one, that's a scary indicator, especially to take one home game away from the Memphis Grizzlies. As well as this, they don't really seem to have an answer for Cat. Steven Adams is getting blown up by him, and D'Lo has been playing great. So yeah, I'm looking very forward to seeing the second game of this series and seeing how it progresses. This might just be one of the most entertaining first rounds in this playoffs. Thank you for watching.